check. Later we'll have a chance to ask some questions on the EU-Brazil police cooperation agreement, which the European Parliament just gave its consent to earlier today in a vote. And now we also have the rapporteur, Ms. Nikola BARTÜŠEK, here to brief us on details. So first, Ms. BARTÜŠEK, please.
So, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, dear journalists, thank you very much for joining us at our press conference today. I'm very pleased to announce that the European Parliament today adopted the agreement between the European Union and the Federative Republic of Brazil on cooperation with and through the European Union Agency for Law Enforcement Cooperation, Europol, and the Federal Police of Brazil. The growing demand of drugs and increased drug trafficking routes into the European Union justify that the need for enhanced cooperation with Latin American countries. For that reason, negotiations are ongoing with various Latin and Central American countries on international agreements to allow the exchanges of personal data. But this agreement with Brazil that has been voted today is the first agreement reached in this region. I'm very proud to be the reporter in charge of providing consent for this pioneer agreement in this region. The law enforcement authorities should be fully equipped to cooperate with external partners to ensure the security of their citizens. Europol should therefore be able to cooperate closely, including through the exchange of personal data with law enforcement authorities of third countries to the extent necessary for the accomplishment of its tasks. It means better fight against organized criminal networks that are penetrating our cities, corrupting our systems, fight against human traffickers, smuggling networks, and drug dealers. All that will make our cities much safer. The objectives of the agreement are to establish cooperative relations between the Europol and the competent authorities of Brazil and allow the transfer of personal and non-personal data between them in order to support and strengthen the action by the authorities of the member states of the Union and those of Brazil in preventing and combating criminal offences, including serious crime and terrorism. At the same time, the agreement ensures appropriate safeguards with respect to the human rights and fundamental freedoms of individuals, including the right to privacy and also data protection. The agreement's provisions cover general data protection principles, categories of personal data that can be exchanged, rules for automated processing and onward transfers of personal data, and finally, safeguards such as on the right of access and the right of rectification, erasure, and restriction. It is important to say that the European Data Protection Supervisor provided its positive assessment of the agreement, recognizing that it adduces adequate safeguards with respect to the protection of privacy and fundamental rights, and, of course, freedoms of individuals. For those reasons, and in accordance with the Article 218 Treaty on the Functioning of the EU, the Parliament provided today its consent on the conclusion of the agreement under my reportership. I'm very proud that the conclusion of this agreement will help ensuring safer and more secure Europe for our citizens. Thank you very much for joining. If you have any questions, I'm very happy to answer them. If not, then thank you very much for coming.
Yes, I have a question. This rapporteurship of yours, congratulations. Patriots for Europe are usually surrounded by a cordon sanitaire. You have been given green light to be the author of this rapporteur in the name of the European Parliament. Do you think this is a success in the sense that you managed to break through the cordon sanitaire?
the great success from my point of view is that we voted the agreement and that we got the consensus. I'm, of course, very happy that I got the rapporteurship, and I did all my best to do all the negotiations through the whole political groups.
Thank you very much. Could you tell us a bit more about the way this agreement will help improving security, especially with regards to drug trafficking? What are the numbers we are talking about when it comes to drug trafficking into the EU from the region of Latin America? Thank you.
Thank you very much for the question. Yeah, drug trafficking is a very big problem also in European countries. We see it every day, and it's getting worse and worse. In the past 3 years, 419 tons of cocaine, for example, were brought to the EU illegally, and even 13 tons were in Spain in the box of bananas. So it's a big problem, and this will help us to exchange the information between the Europol and Brazil. So we will be more flexible and we will cooperate together. So we will be stronger in in solving this problem.
Thank you. And any journalists in the room or online who would like to ask questions? Yeah, that doesn't seem to be the case. So any closing remarks from you?
My closing remark, I'm very happy that...
Microphone.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The closing remark is I'm very happy that we have this agreement that will help us fight organized crime, drug trafficking, human trafficking. And for you, thank you very much for coming, and we hope for a safer life and safer Europe.
Thank you. And with that, we close this press conference. So thank you, everyone, and have a good afternoon.